Today, we'll be going over how to install the C1213-30 Super Hitch Magnum on your Chevy. This video is for a short bed installation and will vary from a long bed installation. You will want to hang on to all factory hardware unless otherwise disclosed. First, temporarily lower and remove the spare tire. Next, remove all hardware holding the rear license plate to the bumper, then remove the license plate. Remove the bolts located behind the license plate. Then, disconnect all wiring harness connectors between the rear bumper wiring harness and the main wiring harness. Remove any hardware clips holding the main wiring harness to the rear bumper. Remove the hardware holding the bumper supports to the frame rails and rear bumper. Have someone hold the bumper in place, and remove the 4 nuts holding the rear bumper to the factory hitch. Also remove the bumper supports. Remove the 6 bolts holding the factory hitch to the frame rail. Loosen the front 4 bolts holding the truck bed to the frame. To keep the bed aligned to the truck, leave the bolts partially threaded into the bed. For home installs, we recommend placing something soft such as a piece of foam or cardboard between the top front of the truck bed and the cab. Remove the rear 4 bolts holding the truck bed to the frame. Raise the rear of the truck bed. A floor jack with a piece of 2x4 wood should work. Make sure to not raise the rear of the truck bed too high and accidentally hit the cab. Remove the factory hitch by lifting and sliding it rearward. Next, slide the driver's side plate into the driver's side frame rail and align the holes. Repeat this process on the passenger side of the vehicle as well. Slowly release the floor jack to allow the truck bed to rest on the frame. Reinstall the factory bed bolts, torquing them to the proper foot-pounds. Assemble your bolt fisher and put it in the access hole on the outside of the frame rail above the leaf spring. Attach a support bracket to the bolt, having it face outward and the singular hole facing upward. Then, slide the super hitch cross tube into the square cutouts in each of the side plates, one at a time. Insert your bolts to secure the cross tube to the plates, and then tighten them. Place the frame spacer between the frame and the side plate, and then tighten. Insert the 4 inches bolt through the frame and the plate to secure the frame spacer. Repeat this process on the passenger side. At this point, you should be able to torque all the bolts to the proper specs laid out in the instruction manual. Reinstall the rear bumper over the super hitch. Use the factory nuts to secure the bumper in place, leaving the hardware loose. Reinstall all the wiring from before as well. Insert the 3/8 hardware through each of the 2 holes in the middle of the bumper and out through the super hitch cross tube. Torque the bolts to the proper specs. After that, your Chevy Super Hitch is ready for use.
This video is a guide for visual reference. Please always refer to our instructions when installing Torque Lift products, for they are updated regularly. For any questions, visit our website or give us a call at 800-246-8132.